What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. I'm just gonna do these market updates with you guys and just kind of keep you guys along of what's happening this week. So as you guys know, previous video was kind of like trying to figure things out, being really slow with business. I did say that this week, I did see a influx of potential new clients coming in, and this is really a mixture of just being active, right? So I was not posting anything. I ended up putting out, I think, 4 or 5 pieces of Instagram content. Some of them were just along of like, me sharing photos of me working. Other stuff was me doing trends, which right now, if you guys are not doing trends with Instagram, I highly recommend it just to get visibility. I ended up booking a coaching call for one of those videos. Um, some of the videos are doing, you know, some of them had like 5,000 views, 2,000 views, 1,000 views. And that's just traction to show people that you're out there. So, when you are slow, I want you guys to be out here creating content, making yourself visible. Other things I did this week, I have a list of clients that I've been building up of just like when I'm on Instagram, when I see a business advertising, I created a save post of pretty much, how you can save posts. I have a collection of all the businesses that are advertising in my area. And I started reaching out to them. And the way I went along this was I found the businesses, went to LinkedIn, found out who the people were on LinkedIn, and just started connecting with them. And then also signed up for the newsletters. And then when I started getting the newsletters, I actually started messaging them just to introduce myself. That was part of something that I talked about in the last video, and that's showing some promise right now, just to start building my pipeline. Something else that I did was I just followed up with old clients. Following up with old clients, I think it's something that we all overlook. I think we're always fixed on like, getting a next project and finding a new client. But I had conversations just with old clients just to check in. And it wasn't to talk about video, but I just want to be like, hey, what's happening in your business? How can we help? So one client, they are short on inventory. So we talked about ideas of how he can possibly find new cars. And then he's like, if you could come up with a video or something like that, you know, let's do something like that. And then also, I brought a post on Facebook and Instagram saying like, hey, if anyone's looking to sell their car, I know somebody that's willing to pay cash for them. So I just want to be able to help my clients, right? I want to make myself known. I want to like, it's not only about the videos, but it's about wanting to help them. So that was one thing I did. Then he wants to do a video on, possibly on how, like, an ad, how can we get people to want to sell us their cars. Somebody else, it's someone I shot with today, and I was just following up. I was like, hey, I see you're doing a lot of new projects. She's an interior designer. If you're at my Instagram, you know who she is. I posted about that today, but I talked to her earlier this week, and she's like, hey, I'm actually doing an install on Friday. Can we get footage of that? So me coming in today, shooting with her, I got to bill a couple hours. Now I got a project I get to edit for her. And now she has more stuff that's going to be happening throughout the install that she wants to capture. So it's really about just, I was sitting here feeling down on myself about like leads not coming into me, but it's like, what am I doing to go out and find these leads? So it's like being proactive about building up your pipeline. And I've been doing a lot of SEO stuff. And honestly, just funny because with all of this happening, one of the clients I talked about that I had lost, their new marketing director reached out to me, and we have a meeting set up next week. So it was really more of like starting to be active. And it's, I think the saying goes, luck is when, preparation meets opportunity. And that's what I want you guys to start being ready for. Like, start preparing yourself for these opportunities and start making these opportunities appear for yourself. Um, Other than that, only other thing I regret not doing is I started shooting editorial videos on how to edit projects. So I had a really big problem last year of building up my team but not having procedures in place. So like my projects were looking really sloppy in the back end and things like that. And I wanted to start doing training videos on how to properly edit projects. So I started doing those, but I didn't finish those. And now that I'm I have like next week, I have like 4 projects coming up and I don't have an editor in place. So those are things that when I was slow versus me feeling sorry for myself, I should have been working on those business things that I didn't have time for. So it's always about preparing yourself. Other thing I started doing was I use Gmail for my communication. I started creating tasks. You can do tasks on Gmail, and I just start putting in the tasks, all the different things I need to do, like just trying to keep myself organized. Modern day Jeff K. Ask not what your business can do for you, ask what you can do for your business. There you go, Felipe. Um, yeah, so other than that, I'm working on some proposals for a client. I'm going to be doing like I got 2 travel trips this week, 3 travel trips this month. I'm going to be going to Cancun for a shoot, Orlando and Arizona. And it's just funny how it happens. And it's like, and you go through these waves as being an entrepreneur, that you have these ups and downs. And honestly, man, it's just a cost of entry. So, you just got to stick to it. Um, just get yourself lined up to be able to really seize these opportunities when they come. So, do you do Facebook or Google? I don't do ads anymore. I might run Facebook ads for a client, but this is not something I offer for every client, just because running Facebook ads for a client itself, it's like a full-time job in its own situation, because you end up spending more time uh, making sure that you're hitting the right demographics, making sure that your ads performing than you do shooting. I did this for a while, then I was getting burned out from ads. I rather shoot videos and work with an agency that does ads. So like I have a partnership with 2 other agencies that they do Facebook ads, they do Google, and they do YouTube. So I work with them on getting them clients when I have a client that wants ads. And then, when they need production, they come to me. So for me, if you can offer both, great. But just for me, it's something that I didn't want to offer anymore. Um, so that is it. I just sent out my last video email for the day, just following up with a client. And that's something else, guys. Start using Vidyard, uh, either Vidyard or Soapbox. Start using video to reach out to clients. I'm seeing really great results with this. Even just to relay very simple information. Like I was following up with a recap of our call, and I was writing it all out. And I was like, you know what? Let me just make a video for this. And I just think you're able to convey the information a lot faster to your clients. I'm just like, hey, here's a quick video going over a call and project updates. And I have like a 40-second video talking about everything. And I'm like, I have links below to the playlist. Let's touch base on Monday. Very super easy. You want to show them that you're not just a videographer, you're a video strategist, and you know how to use video. So that is my business update for this week. That's all I have going on. Thank you guys for just following along. I'm gonna be doing just more videos like this, just kind of keeping you guys, you know, I guess just showing you like the day to day more that of like me running my business. What's your type of email when you're approaching? What's your type of email when you're approaching a new client? Um, so Ghost Dunker asks, "What's the type of email when approaching a client?" I think when you're approaching a new client, you need to come up with some sort of value and not in a sense have an ask. And I'll read. I wish I could do the screen share here um, on these lives, but maybe I'll eventually get to that point. Let me see what I sent out to. So put, one of them was like, "Hey Sandy, notice you work at a marketing agency in South Florida. Wanted to know if you'd be open to connecting and chatting." So this is a LinkedIn approach that I did. Um, and I had other ones of like, "Hey John, I saw that you're new at this position. I worked with this. I pretty much I reached out to a person that worked at a company that no longer is around, and I saw that he went to a new role. So I reached out to him just to be like, "Hey, I see that you're working this new position. I used to work with this so and so company producing videos for them. If you ever need a video person, if you ever want to chat about video, I just want to be on your radar. Hope all is well. Looking to connect." That's it. I'm really looking to just set up a connection with them and be a peace of mind. Because one person, a deal that I just sent out email for today, she told me during a call that she looked me up 2 months ago. And I'm here thinking about these clients that are, wanting to do a video in just a week or the next day. But you got to start thinking about these bigger businesses, the ones that have bigger budgets. They're thinking about these projects 2 to 3 months ahead. So this is where you need to be positioning yourself. You need to make sure that your work looks good. I'll read you the email that she wrote. So I have my form on the website, and she goes 20. She's like, we're looking to produce a commercial for local business in the so and so space. We're looking for an upbeat and informative commercial. And she put in quotation marks, love the simple video you all did for Brown Distributing Company. We'll need this within a month, ideally, if not sooner. So hopped on a call with her, talked about the project. She was just pretty much telling me she loved the work, she loved the look and style. Everything we're producing is upbeat, and that's what they're looking to capture. But at the end of that call, I asked her, I was like, hey, by the way, uh, how did you find us? And she's like, oh, I typed in like videographer, or I typed in local production or TV commercial companies, and you came up. So this is something that you guys always want to do. If you ever, and some of you guys, I know you're not setting up your Google My Business, you need to do that. Set up your Google My Business. It's such a great place for people to find you. Google My Business, Bing, Yelp. I know I said this before, but this is where she found me. She came to my website, we optimized it for SEO, but she told me that she looked at my business 2 months ago. 2 months ago. And then finally the project was like brought up on their importance level. And now they decided to actually follow through, and now they're reaching out. So that I just want to share that with you guys. Have you gotten into healthcare? I did a video for a hospital a while ago doing testimonials, and it's cakewalk. Yeah, man, testimonials are great. Right now we just worked with a restoration company that we did testimonials that they're presenting to an insurance company that they work with, to show what their process was like and to show how happy their customers are um, throughout the whole process of this insurance company working with this restoration company. So that's where like you guys need to start thinking about what opportunities can you start creating for business owners uh, with video, right? So if I just went to them and offered video to them that doesn't mean anything. But if you're like, hey, what's your problem you guys are trying to solve right now? And they're like, hey, right now we're trying to get more insurance carriers to start working with us so we can start getting more deals and have a faster process. So what's a great way to do that? Let's capture testimonial videos showing your clients and how great that process was. Let them talk for you. You're helping them solve a business problem. That's what I want you guys to start thinking about. But it's 6:14. I got to run. Hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for watching the channel, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.